Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to the beta of Gwent, where I have just bought with 1000 ore 10 card kegs, and I am hoping that I will find some interesting cards in there to strengthen my decks and fare a bit better in the PvP. So, let's start and open the card keg. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, we have 2 Skelliges, 1 Northern Realms, and 1 scoia'tael. A Wild Hunt Warrior. Immune to weather, remove 1 strength from an opposing non-gold unit, and gain 2 strength if that unit is destroyed. Nice. Dwarven Mercenary. Gain 2 strength for each dwarf unit on your side of the battlefield. Wow. Clan Torrock Shieldsmith. We've seen these already at 2 base strength. Yeah. And Clan Uncrate Warrior. Well, these are the basic cards. The interesting ones come... okay. So... the thing is, I already have reinforcement. I don't think I'll ever need 2. It sounds odd, and again, I feel this... the rule is I can only have 1 copy of each silver card anyway, I think. Not 100% on that, but that's my memory here. Mahakam Defenders are part of the base deck of the scoia'taels, but they are probably the most useful cards around which to build your strategy, because you will want to keep these and play these in the battlefield, and therefore win games, because you'll be keeping that strength through resilience the entire time. And then there's an Ekimara. Destroy a non-gold unit on your side and absorb its strength. Both of these have a point to them. But I'm going to err on the side of which one do I not have, and also there's a reason why I want to, in this specific case, go for the monster rather than scoia'tael. I will explain later, and you will hopefully understand. Marvelous. Let's open the next keg. Okay, show me what... oh, they're all different factions then. That's something. Nice. Necker. We've seen these. A complex one at first glance, but basically it's just they're good if you have a lot of absorbing in there, and they are kind of difficult to remove, or well, easy to remove, but there's always a new one from the deck if you have more of these. So there's the good point in that. Dwarven Skirmisher. A base scoia'tael card. We've seen these too. Black Infantry Arbalest. We've seen these as well. Useful, but yeah, we know them. Clan Torrock Armorsmith. Immune to weather, reset all weakened non-gold units on the road to base strength. I believe I've seen this. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I have none of these, and they're all bronze though, which is always a bit of a disappointment, but... Reinforced Siege Tower. Gain 2 strength whenever a gold card appears on your side. Alba Pikeman. 7 strength, immune to weather, melee. Wild Hunt Rider. Immune to weather, play all Wild Hunt Riders from your deck. Okay, so here we are again with a choice between 3 fairly crappy cards, where I have only 1 gold card to use. Therefore, this Reinforced Siege Tower is not, at least yet, very useful. Alba Pikeman, I mean, I don't see a big advantage to it. Whereas the Wild Hunt Rider, if I happen to get more of these, I will be golden, because then I could create a deck idea where one of the tactics is indeed to use a Wild Hunt Rider and get all of them on the battlefield. So let's just do that. Yeah. And as you may actually guess here, while Northern Realms is my main deck so far. I'm kind of favoring the monsters as well. I might as well actually explain it here, with the impenetrable fog being something we've seen already. Poor infantry, we know that too. Spawn 2 base copies of this unit on the same row. Golem, we know this one too. When removed from the battlefield, spawn 2 lesser golems. Yep. And a Nausicaa standard bearer, we know that one too. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So, Impera Enforcers gain 4 strength whenever either player uses a leader card. That's not terrible. You can tactic that to become 10, therefore. Svanrige, draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Since I already have Cleaver, I'm kind of going toward this. It seems like the best choice. It is much more rare, I think, than the Bronze Impera Enforcers, and drawing cards with Skellige's might be very useful. Also discarding cards too, because if you happen to have that unit, the Axeman, I think, or something, I'm not sure, who gets to be put on the battlefield when they are discarded, then this is absolutely awesome. I will take this. But yeah, about the monsters here. So you might be thinking, why haven't I done a trying monsters episode yet? Well, funny story, I did, but, well, there's nothing funny about it. The recording got borked. The recording just went bad. It did not happen. So it got destroyed, and therefore there's not yet a monster episode. I will probably do one after this, hopefully after I've gotten some useful cards. So, Dolblathana Trapper, Ambush. When a revealed non-gold unit appears on the row, remove 4 strength from all non-gold units on the row except self. Elven Mercenary, we've seen these. Useful but risky. Oh, so Spotter is rare. Interesting. Or at least according to the troll, it's rare. Oh! I've actually never thought of that. There's a gem on the lower right corner of the card, which means it's rare when it's blue, and I'm sure then the white or grey or whatever are commons. Ah, sure, okay, now Wow! The things you learn. Clan Uncrate Raider. And this is the card I was thinking of when I spoke of the discarding with Skellige. Clan Uncrate Raider, not Axeman, but, well, he has an axe, but he's not an Axeman by name. Yes. Okay. Reinforced Trebuchet. I have one of them. A second one could actually prove useful. It really, really could. Having 2 of them could be pretty nice. Mahakam Gods are good too. They are part of the base deck though, so there's that. There's the Clan Drummond Shield Maiden, where there's an idea here where if I would have a lot of Clan Drummond Shield Maidens, this would become useful with that. Whereas I'm struggling to think here. The Trebuchet could be useful. I have one, but in a usual round, I would get to use that Trebuchet probably once. So it's, in a practical sense, an 8 card. It's very rare to get a situation where you have, like, you put the Trebuchet on the battlefield at first and then happen to have the turn or round go on for 6 more turns to get 2 of them. Also, I could craft them if I absolutely want to, whereas I could craft any of these, sure. But technically, the Clan Drummond card is the complete idea there is to have many of these. I don't have this specific one, as you can see, owned 0, but it's a different card of the same name, just with different art. That's in some cases that's how it works. I'm not sure why, but that seems to be the case. So yeah, let's go with this. And open the next keg. Come on, give good rares, man. Oh, that's a Skellige heavy. Okay. Queen's Guard. Resurrect all Queen's Guard and add 1 base strength to your Ceres unit wherever it is. So we've seen that. And oh, that is interesting.
Goody.
Now I would have 3, which is quite yeah. An Impera Brigade. Yep, and the Clan Todorok Armorsmith, we know those. Okay. So the Reaver Hunter could be useful in the Northern Realms, although I would guess I would need 3, because alone or even while putting a second one, it is still not an exceptionally... Well, 2 of them would already be kinda okay, I guess. Technically, it would then create 10 strength after a little while, while only playing 1 card from my hand. It could be pretty good though. There is a thought there. The other thought is Selino Harpy. Transform all non-gold harpy eggs on your side into harpies and add 2 to their strength. Gain 1 strength for each harpy egg this unit transformed. I would need to get more stuff as well. But yeah, I think this is the one to take, especially if I'm going to do a monster try, you know. I will give it a full try with this hopefully included. And here we go again. Come on, okay. Ooh, again, 2 neutrals, 2 Skellige. That is like a couple of Skellige heavy. Oh, another Queen's Guard. Huh. That is pretty interesting.
Wow.
And indeed potentially useful. Torrential Rain. We know that. Clan Brokvar Archer. Immune to weather, remove 1 strength from 3 non-gold units. I'm not sure, but I don't think I have these yet. That's kinda cool.
Wow.
Blizzard Potion. Toggle the weather immunity of all instances of a non-gold unit on its side. Huh. That's kinda interesting. Although, it needs a pretty specific instance to really work, but still. Okay. Now then. Blue Stripe Scout, yeah, we know. Cleaver, okay. This is the 3rd Cleaver I've seen. At least. That's kinda odd. I don't need another one. Vreehead Dragoon. Add 4 strength to a non-gold unit in your hand, not on the battlefield. That's curious. Well, that's the one I'm missing from this, so yeah, I'm taking that, sure. And it does technically 9 strength, so it's better than the base 8, which they usually are. And yep, open another one. Give good ones. Be a good rock troll. Okay.
Nice.
Blue Stripes Commando. Add 2 strength to all other Blue Stripes Commandos, and this is a good... because I believe I have exactly one of this art style Blue Stripe Commando. Now I will learn at some point whether or not I can use both of the same art style, or is it only the 3 different ones which I could use. That has been unclear to me. Dwarven Mercenary. And yeah, that is the one we saw a few kegs earlier.
Nice.
Biting Frost. Oh well. Anything's useful. Anything enriches the collection.
Goody.
And another Black Infantry Arbalest.
Now for more.
Ooh. So, Clandrum and Shield Maiden or Mangonel remove 2 strength from a random opposing non-gold unit whenever a card in either hand is revealed. Huh. That's pretty good. If I would happen to use that in conjunction with the M1 M-Race leader ability to reveal 3 cards, then this would have, if there happens to be enough non-gold units in the battlefield, that would create, or, well, even 1, I think. That would be a potential 12 damage of this card at that point, and if I would then happen to have the, I believe Alchemist is the one who reveals cards too, this is a... I think that's the one to take. I'm looking at Thaler. That is another one to think about. But my problem here is, redrawing can end up badly for me too. And on its face, it's not a super strong card with strength. 6 is... almost any unit in the battlefield is better in strength than this. But it is silver though, which more than likely means that... So I don't have numbers right here, right now, but that usually, in my experience, means that it's more costly to craft if I would ever want to do that. So should I go for the silver one instead, and if I want to at some point try Nilfgaard again, I could craft the mangonel. That's another thing that they could show here, like show the how much scrap or such it would cost to make these. That would be a useful fact here. I'm gonna go with the Thaler. I have this idea that I can build the mangonel if I want to, and Northern Realms is my main deck anyway. That could prove useful if I really get a good pull with that. Yeah. I hope I will not regret that later, but we will see. Okay, 3 more. Let's do this. Ooh, two of these Northern Realms. Redanian Knight. I believe I have a full set of these, so I don't need that, but scrap is good. Another Blue Stripes Commando. Interesting. I kind of like it. Another Lacerate. I think I have 3. I think. So... Oh wait, I think it actually allows me to have 4 technically, so it's not gonna come scrap anyway yet. That's cool. Aracas play, or Aracase from your deck. We've seen those two. Oh, okay. Now this is a... Okay, now we need to focus for a second. Okay, so Vernon Roach. Remove 5 strength from an opposing unit, or Nithral. Immune to weather, remove 2 strength from a random opposing non-gold unit whenever a Wild Hunt unit appears on your side. Ooh. Wow, okay. Letho of Gullet. Banish 3 non-gold units on the row and add their strength to this unit's base strength. When removed, set base strength to 1. These are all fucking good. So I'm going between Vernon Roach and Nithral, in my opinion. So the question here is, I will indeed try to make a monster deck after these kegs, but nonetheless, my main deck is the Northern Realms. If I'm ever going to try and be okay at ranked or something, I'm gonna try the Northern Realms first. And I like to play them, so... And again, it feels like Vernon Roach is gonna be costly to make. This one probably too, I have to admit, but... So here's the scales of the problem. Do I choose the one I'm going to try to play for maybe a match or 2 or something, or do I choose the one that is going to be an asset to my main deck in the end anyway? In that sense, I have to take the main deck, right? So Vernon Roach. I hope it's the right call, man. Oh, this is a tough one. I I feel like there was no good choice there. Ooh, wow, they're both so good. That was a good keg. Thanks, troll. You're a good rock troll. Okay then.
Wow.
Another lacerate.
Goody.
And another Redanian knight. Another clan Todorok armor smith.
Wow.
And a Temerian foot soldier. I've seen at least one or two of these. I'm not sure if the exact one of that art style though.
Now for more.
Okay, and now we have Hawken Healer, which is in the base scoia'tael deck, adds 3 strength to all other non-gold units on the row. Savage Bear, I think we've seen this one too in the kegs at least. Remove 1 strength from each non-gold unit played on the battlefield. Does not affect spawned units. And Wyvern is apparently the correct way to say it. Remove 3 strength from an opposing non-gold unit. In this case, I tend to go toward the Wyvern, I think. I don't have a Savage Bear, I will admit that, yes, but... It's kinda... There is, of course, the notion of using that with the Warhorn, I will admit that, yes. But I'm gonna try the monsters, and anything to have some basic meat there is pretty good. They are not super... This is not a... I don't think I'm gonna lose much by choosing this. And the Wyvern looks cool, man. Okay. And one more. Okay.
Goody.
Poor infantry. Yep, we know that one. Three-head officer, I think we've seen this. Add 2 strength to the weakest non-gold unit on your side of the battlefield except self. Remove 1 strength from the weakest opposing non-gold units. Clan Scoia'tael Axeman. Gain 1 strength whenever an opposing unit is weakened. We've seen that too, I think. And yep, Elven Mercenary, seen that too. Okay. And... okay. So... a Fire Scorpion, which is basically just a ballista. Prince Dennis, I already have one. I don't use even that. And then there's the Wild Hunt Rider. So while I would usually go for the silver card in these cases, the Wild Hunt Rider is exactly what I need, I hope. So here's the thing again. I think there's different looking Wild Hunt Riders. I'm not sure, but I think there could be. And again, can I use all of them? We will see that now. Because I'm gonna take this one. I hope it's the right call, but then again, I already had a Stennis anyway, so it's not a much of a problem, I think. Okay.
Cards. Lots.
And that is it. That was 10 kegs. And I feel like I got some interesting cards there. I have a slightly better chance of building a usable monster deck, ever so slightly, and I got Vernon Roach. That's cool. That is awesome. Yes, and I will build the monster deck on my own time and it will be ready for the next episode then, and we will see how that fares there. So, with that said, I am all out of time for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do drop a like or a comment or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really help, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.